I once believed distance could erase feelings, that silence could slowly soften everything that ever hurt. I thought if we stopped speaking, if the word moved on, your name would lose its meaning in the busy noise of life. But I was wrong. Some people do not leave easily. Some moments do not fade. They do not disappear with time. They become quiet echoes that live in the deepest places of the heart. You walked away one evening, your back turned like a closed door, your silence heavy in the air, and I stood there, not knowing whether to hold on or let go, not knowing if what I felt was loss or love. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and yet your presence never truly left. It settled softly inside my thoughts, like a memory that refused to sleep. I do not follow you. I do not chase your life. I only carry the echo of what we were and the reflection of what we could have been. You became a quiet space in my everyday's moments, a gentle silence between my breaths, a familiar feeling that appears when the world becomes still. At night, when everything slows, when the noise fades away, I feel you more clearly, not as pain alone, not as longing alone, but as a soft reminder that something real once lived between us. You changed me without trying. You opened parts of me I never knew existed. You showed me how deeply a heart can feel, how fragile it can become when it dares to hope. I tried to forget you. I tried to replace your memory with brighter days and new faces, but some memories do not want to leave. They sit quietly and wait. Sometimes I wonder if you ever remember me too, if my name ever appears in the silence of your mind, if there are moments when you pause and feel something you cannot explain. I do not wish to control you. I do not wish to own your future. You are free and you always were. But freedom does not erase what a soul once felt. You became a lesson, a story etched into my heart. You taught me that love is not always laughter, not always warmth, but sometimes a quiet ache that teaches us who we are. There are moments when I smile remembering your voice, and moments when the memory feels too heavy. Yet, even the heaviness has meaning because you were real, the moments were real, the feelings were real, and something real does not vanish without leaving a trace. I walk through my days with calm on the surface, But inside, there is a river flowing with unsaid words and unfinished stories. I wonder what we would have been if time had been kinder, if fear had been softer, if courage had arrived earlier. But life does not turn back, it only moves forward. So I carry you quietly, not as a wound, but as a memory that softened me. You are not my shadow, you are not my obsession, you are a chapter that shaped my journey, a presence that taught me how to feel deeply and how to survive loss. Sometimes I close my eyes and imagine a peaceful version of us, where words were gentle and hearts were brave. And in that imagined space, there is no anger, no regret, only calm understanding. I have learned that letting go does not mean forgetting. It means accepting that something beautiful existed, even if could not stay. You are the quiet rain that once touched my window. You are the soft wind that changed direction. You are the warmth that passed briefly and still left a glow. There are nights when I sit in silence and let the memories come, not to suffer but to honor what once mattered. Because you mattered. You mattered more than you ever realized. Not because you stayed, but because you changed me. You made me stronger. You made me softer. You made me understand that love does not always end in forever, but it always leaves a lesson behind. Now, I no longer search for your voice in the wind. I no longer wait for your footsteps in the distance. I accept that we are two separate paths moving forward in time. And still, when the night becomes quiet and the world pauses between breaths, I feel the echo of you gently whisper, not as pain, but as a memory that shaped my soul. I do not hate you. I do not regret you. I simply remember with a softer heart than before. You are the flame that warmed my winter, the star that guided my darkness, the song that taught me how silence sounds. And now I walk on, carrying peace, carrying growth, carrying the wisdom you unknowingly gave me. If we ever meet again, I will not speak of what we lost. I will smile quietly and wish you well, because real love does not chain, it understands. And even if your name fades from my everyday voice, it will always remain somewhere deep inside, not as ownership, not as ache, but as a gentle echo of a story that helped me become who I am today.